Welcome back to Lakeview High School as we are just wrapping up our high school basketball game of the night with Danny Trayer, and what a fantastic game that we had in the crosstown matchup between the Lakeview Spartans and the Harper Creek Beavers, former Smack East foes in non-conference form. And it was a back-and-forth game with 11 lead changes and a couple of ties, but it was the Harper Creek Beavers prevailing tonight by a score of 68-64.
Absolutely. What a game we had in front of us today as Lakeview got out to a quick lead in the second quarter, and we saw that quickly evaporated by Harper Creek going on a 15-4 run to end the third quarter.
Yep, and then it was tied at 54 points apiece, and it was just a 14-10 fourth quarter, but Harper Creek's 4-point difference right there giving them the victory this evening. A couple of key facts. Well, Harper Creek, 16 of 18 for the free throw line tonight.
Absolutely. 88.8% at the free throw line tonight. When you shoot 18 of them and make 88% of them, you should win the game.
And the Lakeview Spartans hit 12 threes tonight, so the offense was definitely flowing here at Spartan Memorial.
Key stat, unfortunately, for Lakeview is they only had 3 of those threes come in the second half, all of them in the fourth quarter, none of which in that third after the big run for Harper Creek.
Yep, and the biggest lead of the night for either team was 11 points. Lakeview had that back in the second quarter. Leading scorer tonight was Jeremiah Davis for the Harper Creek Beavers, who scored 24 points, and I believe he had
7 rebounds and 5 steals.
Yeah, fantastic night for Jeremiah Davis, who only averages 12 points a game. He actually had 16 points in the first half to pace the Harper Creek Beavers. Dominic Gibson showed up in the second half. He had 16 points.
16 points, 11 of which in the second half. A big key to our stat for the second half that Gibson needed to step up. He certainly did.
Yep, and Ja'Cory McNutt also had a solid night this evening for Harper Creek, and he was also in double digits. For the Lakeview Spartans, C.J. Foster, the 4-year player, scoring 18 points, leading the way for the Spartans. Anthony Evans, 17 points off the bench, including 5 threes for the Spartans.
He was letting it fly from beyond the arc, and he couldn't miss for a certain period of the time in the second quarter.
But a very solid night for the Lakeview Spartans, even though they've lost 5 straight their last 2 games, both coming here in town against Battle Creek Central and now Harper Creek. And Battle Creek Central and Harper Creek, both very formidable foes. Lakeview is really starting to put the effort on as they get closer to districts about a month away from now. Harper Creek now winners of 3 straight at 5-7.
Absolutely. I said to you off air a few weeks ago when we got Dom Gibson's first game for eligibility that this Lakeview team is, this Harper Creek team is certainly a different team when he's on the court, and that's not a team I want to be matched up with come districts.
Yep, and Jalen Johnson has done a fantastic job, another transfer student for the Lakeview Spartans who has been an added component to the offense for the Purple and White. Our next high school basketball game is coming up over at Penfield High School. Danny Trayer will have the call as the Penfield Panthers will see the Marshall Redhawks for the second time this year. And the last time they saw each other was back at the beginning of the year. And Marshall was a winner there, but Marshall is still trying to stay in the I-8 race, and they're just a game behind Coldwater and Parma heading into tonight.
And Penfield's certainly a streaky team. Very well could catch Marshall, off guard looking ahead.
The only other thing that could be a little bit of an issue is Penfield is in action tonight. We'll have the score as they play out Seagull. Marshall doesn't play again till Friday, so that will be definitely a difference.
Yeah, rest over rust. You gotta know. You never know what the difference is till it happens.
Especially in February, you never know. We'll have those scores for you right here on WBCKFM.com. Don't forget, Friday night, we'll see you over at Penfield High School as the Panthers take on the Marshall Redhawks here on 95.3 WBCK. Here are those scores.